So, the folks at Physical Add-on has just recently released Open Waters. This is a beautiful add-on that allows you to create photorealistic, cinematic, and procedural waters with a single click. This is extremely real-time, fully responsive for both EV and cycles, and at the same time, this just offers you all of the incredible settings that you can use to create amazing oceans. And today we're going to take a look at this and see all of the beautiful things that you can do with it. And for those who like to get this, all you need to do is go over to the link in the description that'll bring you right here where you can get this for 30% off. And by the way, this isn't the only thing that they're offering for 30% off. You can also get the physical celestial object and also the physical starlight and atmosphere, all for 30% off right now. And with that said, let's dive right into it. So Blender simply open right here. All you need to do to get things going is to go over to edit, go over to preference and install your add-on within the add-on section. And once you have that, you can click on the burger menu, save your preference and close the preference window. And to work with the add-on is as simple as tapping N on the keyboard, go over to the section where you get to notice that we have ocean. And to add ocean to your scene, all you need to do is to click on add ocean and you have the ocean right here. And one cool thing that the folks at Physical Add-on has actually done is this. Now, when you switch over to your camera, you would like to have high details here and have low details as they travel all the way back. This is for performance and fidelity reasons, as if you switch over to our wireframe, you can tell that we have more details within the section where we have our camera looking, and you would notice the level of detail dropping all the way to the back. This is to compensate for the real-time performance that you'll be getting within your viewport, and I'm up for it. So if we switch all the way back and we switch to our camera, so let's go in and zoom all the way out and take a look at this. So if we press the playback button, you can now see we have our water animating in real time. And at any point in time you like to play with the presets that comes with this, you can simply select from a list of presets that exist here. So if you like calm waters, you can get the calm waters happening, you can get the confused sea, you can get the moderate waters, the rogue wave, serene, small breeze, and also the storm gust. If you like to create your own presets as well, you can also go ahead and create them. If you like to play with the mesh, yes, you can. And if you would like to play with resolution, you can also go in and do that too. In terms of material, you do have a color for the water and you have a subsurface scale. These are going to be very visible once you start lighting your scene. And for camera and level of detail, you can choose where you like the end and also the starts to be. So depending on how far out you like your camera to see, you can do all of that right over here. There's also a time multiplier, which you can use. So just in case you like your water to travel faster, you can use that, and you can also drop the time multiplier down as well. Within the wave section, you can choose to play with how you want the waves to behave or react. So we have the small waves, the large waves, the wave height. So let's go ahead and increase that. So you can see that we have some wave heights going up there. So you can play with the wave height as well, the wind speed, which is also very interesting. So if you like to have that, you can also proceed to play with that. And we also have the choppiness, the screw, the foam amount, and so much more. Right down here, you'd also notice that we have the capillary water and also the wakes. So for these, we're going to talk about them once we throw in some interesting light, just to give you an idea of what this looks like overall. And because we already have the physical starlight and atmosphere add-on, we're simply going to just turn this on. And this is going to be visible when we start rendering. So for us to render, we need to switch over to the rendering engine. And for this case, I'm going to switch over to cycles and switch to the GPU. And with that done, we're going to jump into cycles and you can see what we have. Now, if you do have the physical starlight and atmosphere, you would also notice that there's a brand new update that they've added, and this works with the asset browser. So if we go over to the asset browser, click and go all the way down to the physical starlight and atmosphere, we can now play with the presets that comes with it. So right now we can choose whatever preset, and this lighting preset or physical preset would light our scene to get a particular kind of look. And with all of this there, you can also press the playback button and get the water animating too. So in this example, we're simply going to go over to Polyheaven and get a Dutch sheep. Now, you can definitely get this Dutch sheep by simply going over to polyheaven.com, or if you like the add-on, I'm going to link that in the description as well. Next thing, we're going to use the physical starlight and atmosphere and throw in an atmosphere scene. And for the water, we'll go over to the ocean add-on and we're going to add an ocean to our scene. And like we mentioned earlier, where the camera sees is where the ocean starts from. So we're simply going to reorient our camera to exactly where we want it to be within our scene. And we'll go over to the camera section and change the end parameters. Next thing we need to do is play with the lighting, play with the preset, play back a few animations just to see how this actually works. And of course, the kind of result that we'll be getting. And with that done, let's now talk about the capillary waves and the wakes. Now, to each of the presets that you have, all of these contain individual properties, and one of them that is very notable are the capillary waves. So if I simply go over to the calm water, you would notice them right here. Within the confused sea, you'd also notice them there, and you would also see them within the moderate water, the rogue, the serene water, and of course within the small breeze. Now if we go all the way back to the calm waters and we scroll all the way down, you would notice the strength of the capillary waves. If I increase this all the way up, you can start telling that the capillary waves begin to show up. So you have those right there. You can choose to play with the scale of the capillary waves if you want. So we can scale this all the way up or even bring them slightly down. And this adds some ripple effect type of feel to the ocean itself. You can play with the direction that you like these things to go, and you can also choose to play with the speed. More so, there is some very interesting variants that you can mix here, and you can also change the drag itself. All of these are nice properties that you can use, and I would also suggest that whenever you would like to start changing these properties, especially one that deals with the capillary waves, I would suggest you stay within the rendering mode. Now let's talk about wakes. Now the wakes does have the wake object and also the wake height. The idea behind the wake object is these objects help describe the position and shape of the water. Of course, you can play with the wake height anyhow you want, but the wake object actually helps tell the ocean to stay within the constrained height. So if we go over to the wakes right now, we can choose to set our wake to 5, and you notice our ocean just keeps growing. If we set this all the way to 10, you can see it grows even more. And this is because we don't have any object constraining the height of the ocean. So to get this going, I'm going to use the eyedropper, select the dot shape, and I can set this all the way to 10. And if we set this to 10, you can see it just goes up about this much. It doesn't go up as much as you would get if you're choosing to walk without the wake object. And to better show this one more time, I'm going to turn this off, set this back to 10, and you can see the height. I would go back, select this, and again, tap the word 10 one more time, and you can see exactly where it is. So with the wakes, you can control how the wave of the object affect the overall feel of the entire scene, and this is quite useful so your objects don't drown. By default, the value that you get with this is set to 5, but you can choose to crank this up depending on what you're trying to create. So this is it. All of these are currently available, and if you're into creating amazing pieces like this, physical open waters are now here, and this is an amazing add-on that I would suggest that anyone that is into simulation, or probably you like to create some oceans or some amazing open sea project, then you might want to consider grabbing these and taking advantage of the 30% off that is going on right now with the coupon code right here. More so, you can fine-tune your entire scene and even make it look cooler with the physical starlight and atmosphere, and of course the physical celestial objects. All of these are doing a 30%, so go ahead and check this right now. So this is it. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. These alongside some amazing add-ons that are also doing percentage off are going to be in the description, so do well to check on them. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And I'd like to see you guys in the next one. Peace.